Sure, this is...
Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Ohio Bobcats, taking on last year's national champion, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Bobcats will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Buckeyes offense will start this game off. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads, showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Grab through the middle, it's Thurman. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making a catch.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Complete downfield. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field. And they've had so many guys go in the first round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to a T. Love watching this guy play.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to keep it in the air. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Donaldson. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They go to the ground. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up with? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field.
Headed to the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Man, it does doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Ohio's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Dropping back, it's Navarro. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll run it from the gun. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Temple is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Hall of Famer Joe Klecko should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oklahoma. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. He'll try it again. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. This noise, this crowd, and you can feel the jolt of energy going through the Buckeyes.
Well, everybody loves 5-yard runs, Reese, but come on, let's get real. When you're chucking the ball down the field and you got great quarterback play and wide receivers out wide that are making plays, fans go nuts, and the horseshoe is one of the loudest places.
Got it inside the 10. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll go to the air. Trying to find the end zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. 2nd and goal coming up. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Fired in from the red zone for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Here's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Navarro. Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young. The Bosa's chip still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. So the snap count is silent, it's predictable, and then you pin your ears back, and that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
And the Bobcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Harris. The Bobcats are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
And the Bobcats will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
It's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The give to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Looking for room. It's Ball. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. A delay of game penalty in this part of the field? Man, the defense just starts spitting fire after that. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Back to throw, it's Navarro. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The RPO, it's complete.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when you start getting those long yardage situations.
The Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. Oh, that's one that can mess with your confidence. That is horrible. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not, and if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the...
Unleashes one deep. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. It's a fake. The holder's going to try to toss it. And the pass rush gets home. Tripped up for the tackle. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. To the air, it's Navarro. Turns it loose deep. He's got it on the right. There he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bring in the heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the Bobcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. And now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. No good. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous.
And those sting for this team. I'll tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why?
He's going to let it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, running back on the move. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Caught over the middle. It's Gossett. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the fullback. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down on this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And the Bobcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He'll keep it himself. Shakes off the defender. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bobcats need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Scanning the field, it's Carpenter. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And the Bobcats will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work, fourth time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
To the ground from the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Man, how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, third and long, as a pass rusher, I'm going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
Now the play fake. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Got a man. It's Jordan. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw. It's Navarro. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
The Bobcats decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back.
On the double. Clear. Clear.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next step.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Buckeyes are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Off play action. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that's an interesting call going play action on 3rd and long because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field, and you saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
And the Bobcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. Looking downfield, it's Carpenter. Pocket breaking down. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. The Bobcats send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
They just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful.
Turning it on! Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Across the 25, he's got room. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter.
Get set, get set.
Back to pass, it's Sayin. Going for 6. And it's incomplete. The defense knocks it away as we have knocked down 3 quarters and head to the 4th. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3 spot on the board. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Bowling Green is just getting blown off the field right now. I mean, like him or hate him, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 14 to Liberty. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
And the Bobcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Carpenter. Oh, they're after him. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, the sack and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
You got to give this defense tons of credit because they have been lights out. They have not allowed a single point so far, and a big reason why is how well they're playing on the back end. They came into this game knowing the offense was going to try to throw the football, but they're not giving anything up, and another great job that time in coverage.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They'll start this drive with a pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's complete. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it.
Looking for the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
42 Spider.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Keeps looking downfield. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his...
He'll take a shot. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
How about the bomb, the Hail Mary coming out, and the offense executes it great. They throw the ball deep. Where's the defense? Man, you know this ball is going deep. You know they need it. They got to have it. And the defense just doesn't play great, doesn't get to the football to make a play.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce.
Go.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. He's got it in the end zone for the 2, but will it stand? There is a flag down. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Ready? Right. Single, single.
Touch pass on the run. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
The Bobcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got...
Makes the grab on the right, and he's brought down after a huge completion.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nipped.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game, and now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
And the Bobcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Bobcats need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Carpenter. Rushes on him. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
And the Bobcats will send out the punt unit. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The sure hands, it's Tate. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll ride the hot hand. Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get stopped, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Back to throw. It's Sayin. That's caught. It's Tate. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Buckeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to fire. Deep shot for the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the pass interference in the end zone will have the ball placed at the 2. And the Buckeyes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal.
Easy.
The snap sets up to throw. Trying to barrel in. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Temple is getting dominated today. And, you know, the folks in Philly deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 17 to Oklahoma. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Lofts one deep down the right side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake. Here's a heat. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Now backed up in their own end. It's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Carpenter. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. He gets a block. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game.
Lets it fly deep downfield. He took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be 3rd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, he's not punting. He's going to throw. Lets it fly. And the pass is caught, and the fake works. They get the first. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Fires deep toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And while they could run victory formation, you also have to think about padding those stats. And for the second time, they'll go for the field goal. The first one was good, and they'll try from 42. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another